All I need now is the spaceship. Okay, took care of the kids' breakfast. All the ingredients for you know what. Power omelet. What do you got there?
Walnuts.
Walnuts
I have
are
my superfood breakfast. Dark chocolate, blueberries, walnuts. And I was just sharing that walnuts help your brain. And if you have a whole walnut, it looks like a brain. And then I said that, isn't God cool? And you made fun of me.
On a real note, though, this bowl is all superfoods. So superfoods are foods that are ultra high in
Antioxidants.
antioxidants, vitamins, minerals.
Healthy fat.
So this has dark chocolate, walnuts, and blueberries. All three of those things are considered a superfood. If I can find a good link to a list of superfoods, I will include it in the description. Martin Luther King Day. It's a good day in the household. Good day for the nation. Equality, all that kind of good thing. I'm all about that. JD's going to clean the house. I'm staying here with the kids. But today I have a very special video for all of you. It's 8:34. I have been up for about an hour and a half though, so I'm going to get started on the day. I almost vlogged coming out of the bed, but I wasn't wearing a shirt and I thought that would be awkward, so I just skipped that.
Daddy is a hot mess.
This is my man cave. For most people, a man cave is a spot where you drink beer and watch football or whatnot and just kind of relax. And I have nothing against any of those man caves, but I just don't have that luxury. So my man cave, my man space is a spot that I use to get things done that I need to get done in the house. Typically I'm building stuff. I have a small business that I make custom house goods and furniture for people. And I've also gotten to where a lot of people ask me to build them basically curio boxes, jewelry boxes, boxes for cards, boxes for comic books. You're going to see more videos of me building this stuff as part of my vlog. But as you can see, this space is not ideal. It is a very small space. I'll do a shop tour if there's an interest. I'll do a shop tour of my space. But as you can see behind me, it's also the laundry room. It's also where we do our homeschooling, all of our homeschooling supplies. We also have a freezer down here. In short, I primarily build in this space, but if I need extra space for like assembly or something like that, I can bleed into that space a little bit if I need to. That's kind of the setup we have here. That being said, I try to make this as efficient as I possibly can and try to put things on wheels, try to have things mobile, move things around as much as I can. And I have one piece of equipment that I don't have mobile. I have it permanently affixed, and it's starting to kind of get in the way. This is my lathe. It is permanently affixed to this bench, but I think I want to use this bench for some other stuff. I could get more utility out of this bench if I had a bench vise. I also want to get an angle grinder, because if you have a lathe, you kind of need an angle grinder in order to sharpen your tools. I got this lathe for a song last summer at a yard sale. And I got all the tools that came with it, but everything was dull, and I haven't really been able to use it yet. So I want to get my lathe off this bench, but I want to be able to use it. So I have come up with a scheme. So here we have it. This project is done. As you can see, the base is done. I got a little bit of clearance here under the headstock and the tailstock. That lifts the lathe a little bit off the base. That allows me to make these templates. So this template is half of a leg. I've cut this out on the bandsaw, and what will happen is I can slide this up underneath the lathe. Then I can take my angle grinder and build a carriage for it, and the carriage will index onto the edge of this profile and allow me to turn legs at a much higher rate. I can make as many of these templates as I want. I'll probably end up making dining room tables and coffee tables with turn legs, and I'll probably have 2 or 3 different variances, and then I'll also do tapered legs too if someone wanted taper legs. But this is all part of the Burke Smith and maybe making home goods here at the house to kind of sell on the side and kind of start my own business going. So far what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to do tables, like dining room tables, coffee tables, end tables, doors, and mirrors. And you know, I'll probably do other stuff too if people ask me, but they'll like be the standard things that I do, and that's kind of how I'm building my shop, is to accommodate building those things. I'll probably take on commission work. If someone will say, hey, I really want you to make me a hutch or something like that, I'll probably entertain that kind of stuff as well. But I'd have to charge a lot more for that kind of stuff because it'll take a lot of time and effort to design and all that kind of thing. So far, this is how this works, and this is my first build for my first project. For the next couple videos, I'm actually going to be just optimizing my shop, so that way I can kind of get a little bit more of a production out of it. It is a makeshift shop at this point. I basically needed a shop and just started throwing tools here as best I could, and I'm realizing now that I need to put as many things on wheels, and I need to try to have as many reliable benchtop tools as possible. The other cool thing about this is I actually have it clamped down. I use it clamps in a couple key spots. I can actually take this outside now and it won't make a mess in the shop. There's less time I gotta clean up. I can go out there, and if I really wanted to just, you know, hammer out enough legs for like 4 tables and just have them here on standby, I could do that. So that's also a cool part about having this. Is very mobile and very utilitarian. Now I just gotta find a place to store it.